Hey, Ray. Hi, lesbian. How's it going? Happy Tuesday. Welcome in. Bear with me 1 minute. Hi. Enjoying my 3 days. Hope you. Could be better, but you know, life goes on. Are you on holiday or something, or just time off work? I hope you can hear me. The try. Thank you so much for the 44 months. Oh my gosh.
44 months to my favorite streamer. Keep slaying.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Welcome in. Hopefully we can get course today and call it a day. Honestly, my preferred way would be to get this boss done and just end this gameplay once and for all. Thank you, George. I appreciate it. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Hi, happy Wednesday? Wait, what? What did I just do? Hi, Zuki. How's it going? Why did I open DevTools? Strange. Anyway, welcome in. Hi, Carnage. Hello. That is such a cute emote. Let me just grab the YouTube link real quick. No, because George is in Australia, isn't he? So he is... What, a whole day? Was it 15 hours difference? He's on the other side of the world. So technically it's Wednesday morning for him. Yeah. I thought it was only 3. Maybe 2. Oh, 5 days. I know. I've been consistent, haven't I? I mean, to be fair, because I streamed into Monday, it kind of works out to be like a... Is that what happened? No. I don't think that's what that means, actually. I think that just means I've been live for 5 days rather than like 5 days continuously. Yes, from the future. Okay, is this gonna give me problems today? Are we good? Okay. Good question. Good question, Carnage. Asking the real important questions. Will I, George? Will I? Say yes. Please say yes. I mean, we got pretty close, didn't we? On Sunday. Pretty close. Did I start this? No. Okay. Right. I might need to farm a bit as well. Do I have marks? I did try fire paper, but it didn't wow me, basically. I don't think it did any better than Bolt, so. Unstable internet, great. TikTok, amazing. Hi, Abby. Oh, shoot. Okay. Hey, Alex, how's it going? Why is my heater blowing cold air, please? It's actually kind of cold today. It's like 3 degrees. Kinda. I mean, it's been raining all day. All week, actually. Too soon? Okay, perfect. I always trigger the Haunter's Mark too soon. Hi, Carter. Hi, Theo. How's it going? Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Hi. Am I made of sugar or honey? Honey. Because it's natural. I started playing God of War. Ooh, is that a new God of War? Or just the previous ones? Can I hide this? Yeah, I still have that game on Steam, don't I? It's the last one, but I never got a chance to play it. I see. God of War 2? Ragnarok, right. Yeah. Is that enough money? Probably. Actually, no. That only buys me like 30. I need more. Moto. Hi, Abby. Nice. Yes, very nice. I don't know how I can be of help, Nev. What can I do for you? How do I help? Hey, Jacob. Let's hope my reflexes are a bit faster today. Yeah, I mean, it does look like a kind of game that I would like, but I just never found the time to play it. No. Never found the time. Sugar is natural too. Yeah, that's true. As long as it's not refined, right? Like from sugarcane, then yeah. Maybe. Straight from the source. Do I watch football, bruh? Have you found the hidden walls in Elden Ring? What hidden walls? What hidden walls? Hi Stella, how's it going? I think that should be enough. 50. Let's hope I don't need 50 pulls. Do you get what I mean? Try. Thank you for the try. What is a try? I have no idea what that means. What is a try? Did alert go off? Thank you, Jods. Appreciate you. What is a try? Is my dog single? Yeah. He is. Looking to mingle. Feels like I'm time traveling seeing Bloodborne. What is a try? Am I tripping? What does that mean? I appreciate it, thank you. Let me turn this off before I get laggy again. Okay. Oh shoot. Hi, is that Bobby? Okay, let's proceed. I think I probably still have leftover. Let's see. You get a weapon and spell in there. You have to hit the wall. Wait, what are we? This is no Elden Ring, is it? Yeah, is that a currency? TRY. Hi, Luca. YouTube shows something called try, and I don't know what that means. Ciao, Bella. Hello. Have I done any challenge dungeons? Ah, Turkish. Did they not spell like liver or something? Turkish lira? Uh, I believe life and you shouldn't indulge life is about sacrifice. Maybe it's just my life, but I see. Great. Amazing. I would like to hit, bruh. Get a job, okay, King. Are you gonna employ me? Do you want to employ me? Because I am looking for a job. Do you want to employ me? Don't run away now, King. I'm looking for a job. Do I have WhatsApp? No. Every Souls-like has a hidden pass. Yeah, I was asking about this game, but I never found one so far. I did ask if this game has a hidden wall, but nobody said anything. Thank you, Swarav. Appreciate it. Do you like Elden Ring or Bloodborne more Elden Ring? Negativity? Where isn't negativity? That's the real question, Loki. Where isn't there negativity? Do you get what I mean? It follows me like a plague. You know? Even when I'm just sitting minding my freaking business. Yeah. I haven't touched it in years. Ooh. Thank you. Ooh, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Off to a great start. I mean, I do need to engage to some extent, you know? Like I'm engaging with you. I have to engage. Important point was the rose, not the Turkish. Oh, was that a rose? Did I have a rose? So what is that? Because I've never seen it before. I don't even know what I'm looking at. That's the thing. I have no idea what I'm looking at. I see the rose, but what is it? What does it mean? It looks like just a random emote. They screaming like my parents at 2 a.m. when I turn on the play. Damn. Yikes. Well, at least you didn't compare them to your ex. I get that quite a lot, actually. Somebody said EB looks like my ex. That was crazy. Where are you? Am I home? Often looks like my ex. Great. Amazing. Great. Thank you for the rose. Okay, I appreciate it. See, now I've seen it before and I can recognize it. Thank you. That cool. Oh shoot, I'm still alive. 1 HP. Interesting curtain. There is no curtain behind me. What are you talking about? There's no curtain behind me. Yukio really has fallen. Damn. Is that your handwork then? Is that you're doing? Oh! Oh, come on! Really? It was right next to you. Are you joking? Greed? Here we go. Here we go. Let the crazy out. Okay. Ooh, okay. Off to a great start, I think. But damn, I had so many close calls though. I had loads of 1 HP. I'm glad those are working in my favor now, right? If you want to see the gameplay, right? That was really good. That was like, what, my second pull today? Oh shoot. Is that the gameplay? No. I'm playing a game, sorry. Control Alt C. There. If you want to see the gameplay, there it is. Right. Are you wrapped already? I mean, yeah, honestly. Speed it up already. It's taking way too long, right? Hi, Amelia. You can't see the game. Yes, you can. You just need to go to the link.
I'm always lurking.
Too soon, too soon, too soon. Too late. I missed a parry opportunity there. Don't throw, don't throw. Okay. Come on, too soon, too soon, Too soon. Too soon. That wasn't greed. I didn't know what he was gonna do. I didn't know what he was gonna do. Was that greed? I mean, I can't mitigate something that I don't know is coming, right? I was unlucky, but it's okay. We're consistently getting to phase 2. That's good enough, I think. I need to stock up boy paper. Lister, thank you so much for the 45 months. Oh my gosh. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing good. I don't think I've seen you in chat in a while. Oh shoot. Why did I come here? Right. Did the alerts go off? Because I didn't hear anything. What am I doing? Ugh! Storage. Right. I have one question. What's your question? Tread lightly. What's your question? What would you like to know? Nice. How does that make you feel? Leo? Your whole must be tired, surely. Will I be I am on TikTok. It's probably not showing it to be anyone, but I am on TikTok. I'm always on TikTok. Not really, but yeah, I'm on TikTok. I think... I don't think TikTok has like a dedicated live link, but yeah. Oh, not tick tick. Tick tick. Bro, it's been a long day, okay. Actually, I was very productive today, so that's good. Do you have anyone who... What do you mean, do I have anyone? Does everyone not? Like, isn't that like normal movement for every human being? Isn't that normal? Oh, I didn't think I would get in. Orphan of BTA? What does that mean? What's BTA? Thank you, Jasmine. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing good. Bro, can you stop spamming, please? Move. Of course. The imaginary wall beside me every time. That wall comes out of nowhere. This is a bad run. Terrible. Such a terrible run. I don't think this is salvageable. No way. This is so bad. I had one chance to redeem myself and I couldn't. Oh man, thank you for the follow. Titan. How's it going? Welcome in. Oof. That hurt. Greed. That was greed. Ah, shit. That would have taken me nicely into phase 2. Jump, jump, jump. Come on, jump me again, please. Jump. Ah. Well, I wanted him to jump. Be careful what you wish for, I guess. Come on. Black, yes. Black. Yes, black. Hi, Daniel. How's it going? I'm not looking to marry random people off the internet. But thanks for the offer, though. That's how they conquered the... Wait, what? Great technique and keeps you in... Wait, what? What are we talking about here? Straight to his mom? But she's right there. He never left. Ooh. Yeah, that was a really, really bad run. I know. Oh, right, yeah. Actually, yeah. Let's do that, Shinto. Let's. Thank you for the likes on TikTok, by the way. Appreciate it. Boss fights are the best. Depends on the boss. You know? Ooh. Hesitation is defeat. Why were you so close to me? There was no need to be that close to me. Well, not with that attack. And again. Oh. It's confused. How is my mental health? Hanging on by a thread. Come on. Stick to the script, bro. Oh my god. I'm cooked. Yes. Actually, wait, what? Maria, no? Oh, missed again. God damn it. I hate that. Come on. Come on. He was right there. Wow. Wow. You know. Come on. Come on. What the hell? What the hell? Like he was right there. That was... No way I didn't die. No way. That should have killed me. That should have killed me. Well, this will. It's okay. That was a really bad run anyway. Thank you, Abdul. Thank you, George. Damn, you've been busy. Yeah, that was a really bad run though. Okay, you're getting blocked, Abdul. I thought you were a normal human being, you know? Let's get more bow paper. He looks friendly. Really? Yes, I am locked in. I'm so disappointed that the Blood Palace is not doing what I think it's doing. Do you get what I mean? I'm still pissed off about that, I'm not gonna lie. Because I was really, really expecting Blood Palace to come through. Actually, that's exactly how I feel too. It's okay, I get it. I get it. This is why you play games, right? You live through your characters. She's letting the rage out. Pete being gangster. Who's Pete? Oh, right. Deleted message. Sorry, I didn't see the message. Right? I don't know. Well, at least it's happening there and not at the boss fight, right? At least it's happening there. Actually, do you know what's funny? There was... I think I was fighting Mesmer? Nikki... Why does that name sound familiar? Hello, Nikki. How's it going? Thank you so much for the log. I appreciate you. Happy Tuesday. I knew I recognized that name. I was full on doing the freaking Mesmer fight at level 0 or level 1, and my character is literally emoting in front of him. And I was so close as well. I've never been so pissed in my life. I swear to God. I mean, somehow I didn't get hit. Somehow. But obviously that completely threw me off. Hi, Nikki. Hope you're doing okay. Ah, shoot, I shouldn't have done that. Go, 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 go! There we go. Oh, nice! I'm doing okay. You know, I can't complain. I'm alive. What the hell? Like, can you just stick to the script, bro? Oh! What is she doing? Come on. Greed? Oh, fuck. Have you played it before? I think you should try it. It's not bad. I'm not a huge fan of it personally. I'm playing a game. If you want to see the gameplay, she's playing Roblox. Yo, there's like a Twitch and Roblox thing happening, you know? I've never played Roblox, that's the thing. I've never played Roblox. But I'm very tempted. I just might, just for the Twitch, I don't even know what it's called. I don't know what it's called. Is it like a collab or like a campaign for Twitch? So much you can do. You mean Roblox? I've seen the... Is it Dressed in Press? I've seen a bunch of those and it looks quite interesting. If I was to play it, I'll probably just play that. I think it's an extension of Roblox, isn't it? I could be wrong though. Do you know Kos is a Greek island? It does sound familiar, yeah. Yes, that looks interesting. If I was to pick it up, it would probably just be that, honestly. But I don't know if that would be part of classed as part of the campaign, but who knows? Really? Oh my gosh. Call of Duty. I don't play Call of Duty. Well, I've never played it. Not I don't play it, I've just never played it. I'm missing a lot of parry opportunities though. Oh, okay. Thank you. Not him changing his... Did you see this guy? He just changed his attack. Make that attack. He just changed his mind. Oh. Did you see that? He was gonna throw the blood thing and then he switched to something else. Nah, he's cheating. Why is it separated? Because this is a different camera. This is not my PC. I'm playing on my PC and PlayStation. Mona Lisa, Steve Jobs better not fuck with me. Okay. Did you just copy that from Google Translate? I think you got the wrong translation for whatever it is you're trying to say. He's become sentient. Please, you can do that on somebody else's playthrough, not mine. Hi Ultra, how's it going? Am I having fun? No. I'm being bullied, can't you see? By a baby. By a literal baby. Actually, all babies bully me. I'm scared of them. I'm so unsure about that parry, honestly. Like, every time I get it, it's always pure luck. That should have been parried. Again. Why the hesitation on my end though? Oh my god. What part of the UK? I'm in London at the moment. He's gonna run my pockets. You mean echoes? I have endless echoes. I'm good. It's actually not a baby. He just stayed in there for years and came out now. That's even more gross. What was he doing? So he probably killed his mother then. And now he's feeling sorry for himself that he killed her. Are you just making that up, Ultra? No way. You let a baby bully you out of the game. It's not a challenge run, no. Not really. Babies are great. Ugh. It's like dogs, right? Like, if they're not yours, you don't think they're cool. If they're your dogs, you probably love them to death. But somebody else's dog? Nah, no. I'm good. Ooh, can't believe I still made that. Okay. Go, 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 go. Ooh. Okay. Oh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. You can't win them all, it's okay. Hesitation is defeat. Oh, shoot. I don't, Ultra. I'm so sorry. I'm scared of other people's dogs. I'm so freaking scared of other people's dogs. Like I won't just walk up to anyone's dog and be like, "Hey, how's it going?" I'll try and pet them. Do you get what I mean? Like I'll probably just ask for confirmation first. Like, is your dog cool? Like you can't trust every dog. Okay. Some of them look cool, but they're actually crazy. I mean, I'm too little. I'm very big. Okay, I need to lock in. I do need to lock in. I need to get this done in like an hour, 30 minutes, basically. Bergen Westcolor and hunters found the corpse of Cos in the hamlet. Huh? Communion runes? Huh. You know damn well that did not hit me. Nice, nice. Exposure. Does that mean I win? Does that mean I win? You sent him to his mama. Does that mean I win? Please tell me that means I win. But where the fuck is he? How do I even... Oh, right. I have to first shut down the game if I want to leave. Raw. I didn't even know how... There we go. I don't even know what to do now. Like, I'm gonna try and strike the wall. Maybe he'll just show up. What am I doing? What am I doing? Like, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Oh man, imagine if he was actually inside the wall. Do you know, that's easy access to him as well. Like if he was inside the wall, he never came out. Oh shoot, am I gonna drown? Oh, that's the end of the platform. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to restart though. Yeah, but that's kind of annoying. It's bleeding, but there's no damage done. Oh shoot, that scared me. The ghost. Time for you to be an orphan now. That is crazy. Oh, are you saying restart the game and see if I still end up in here? He vanished into the wall. I parried him so hard, he literally went inside the wall. Use an antidote. What antidote? Oh, why? He's not giving you poison, is he? Yo, neither have I. Maybe his AI was bugged and you get a free kill. Oh, that's not fair though. Like, we've gotten really good at, like, fighting the boss. I would really like to fight him fair and square, do you know what I mean? I think he would just probably just put me outside and kill me. It'll probably just, yeah. Yeah. I thought I died, actually. That's not fair. That is not fair, but okay. Yeah. Thank you, Monty. Sorry. I appreciate the gifts. And I think I came in here with like less resources as well, with the blood vials in restock. Of course. Get up! God, I hate that attack. So unfair. That was greed. That was greed. What's my favorite cartoon? I haven't seen one in a while. That was greed. Hi Tuki, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. Thanks for the clip as well. Was it Alex? Yeah, thank you. Damn, that was crazy. I need a girl same, but you need to stop, okay? Okay. Nice game. Aw, what happened, Jasmine? Go get your girl. What are you waiting for? Okay. Is that every single character just screams like that? No, it's cause there's gestures locked in. So if I do X and that, I do that pose. If I do X and that, is that swiping? I think it's the swiping of the touchpad. And apparently I'm doing X and whatever that is. That's why she's doing the third one. PlayStation. What are the altars for? They're like bonfires or respawn locations. So you get a lamp when you get to like a checkpoint. So the checkpoints lead back to this home base where all the other checkpoints are. So each one of these is a lamp. But I don't know why certain things are on certain places. I mean, this one makes sense because it's the DLC's headstone. But the other ones kind of don't. Because some of them don't even seem like the same area, I guess. I don't know. I thought your character broke the wall and no. Apparently I'm doing the gesture that I didn't realize I was doing. You mean the... Like, I don't think I'm doing that, but apparently I am. Oh wait, I guess I'm doing something else now. Okay. I don't know what triggers it. See? Like a... Up and down maybe? I don't know. She's getting triggered somehow, but I don't know how. Exactly, that's the thing. Like, it never actually happens because I want to do it. It just kind of just happens. I need a Red Bull. I do, actually. But I've been trying to cut down on my caffeine, so maybe I shouldn't. Okay. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. To know Soup, I appreciate it. All my friends can see it. I took her on a date. She's white, so I can tell her she blushed. Aw, that's cute. Thank you, Naruka. I appreciate the gift. Hi, how's it going? We've made some progress. And we also broke the game. Can I help you, Snow? Don't know why my dog is attacking me right now. I didn't think I would. That was why I hesitated. God! There's something in my eye! There's something in my eye! Oh my god! Breathe. Ah, come on! Come on! There's still something in my eye. Why you don't transform? Actually, don't transform. Never mind. Here we go. Bring out the crazy. Oh, we're starting off strong. Okay. Why am I so sweaty? They does crime. Who is they? Henry. Who is they? And what crime are they committing? Why? She's tweaking me? Me or Cos? I'm chill. Bro, what the heck was that, please? This is why I hate online gameplay. Like, I wish I could turn off the ghosts that show up in your world. Like, I don't need to see that. That's useless information to me. Soon, yeah, hopefully we can get it tonight. I've still got about an hour left, so. Very, very useless info. I don't need to see somebody rolling and dodging for their life while I'm also rolling and dodging for mine. I mean, the only reason why I have it online is just because of the dungeon. Technically, yes. Hi, Impaler. I mean, if you played the game when it was released, then technically it's the last boss, yes. Oh, shoot. I never know with that attack, honestly. Oh god, please don't go inside the wall again, I beg you. No. Oh, thank you, Ultra. I appreciate you. That's a lot of damage to walk through for phase 2. I usually like to eat into that gauge a bit more. Bro! So erratic. Oh my god, I really don't know with this phase 2. Like, I need to get loads of like parries in like back to back in phase 1 to make sure I get him to about 40-ish%, so I don't have to deal with all of this madness in phase 2. Demon Souls and Dark Souls had loads of environment traps, and that's why the ghosts were. Ah. I am, I know, but I wish he was dead already. She's playing a video game. I thought you were having anxiety. I'm so sorry. I'm playing a game. I'm playing Bloodborne. The link if you want to see the gameplay. Bro. Yeah, without having any context, it probably looks like I'm having a seizure or something. Sorry. Yeah, that's the link to the gameplay if you want to see it. It's scary after the transfer. I feel like he's using a lot of like gimmicks to get around like getting killed. Like he's just jumping around from like a bit too much, and I can't keep track of him. I'm not entirely sure how to dodge those attacks as well, because the leap attack doesn't work the same in phase 2. Thank you, Adnan. George, are you on YouTube? Please help. Actually, no, never mind. I've got it. I've got it. Bye, Adnan. You still need tokens for a model to control it. Really? I thought you were saying Claudebot yesterday. No, because oh yeah, I am saying Claude, aren't I? It's Clawbot, sorry. Clawbot. But I think they changed the name now, didn't they? To Mod or something? Modbot? So you need to pay for the agent then. So what was the guy saying? Except I misheard him. What did he say in the video? I'm a bad player. Okay. Do you want to come play for me, Diego? Do you want to come hold the controller? Hmm? I should have topped up my bow paper, I think. Thank you, Lino. Hello. I don't know why I thought I would be able to. I don't know why I thought I would be able to do that. It's okay, George. Thank you. It's all good. YouTube acting opic. Yep. It's always YouTube. It's always YouTube. And the thing is, like, it's so messy as well because we've deleted messages from literally the last 10 messages. Do you get what I mean? It's all gone because people just won't stop spamming crap in there. So the entire chat is just modded actions, basically. What's your #1 game? Final Fantasy. I thought it was multiplayer game when it says online at first. It is multiplayer, you can co-op. I've done multiplayer before. What happens with YouTube? It pulls all kinds of people. The weird kinds of people. But yeah, it is multiplayer. I think you can max, like, get 3 people. Is it 3? In an instance? So I can get 3 people to play this game with me, basically. It makes things slightly more challenging because I think they try to compensate for the excess damage with giving the NPCs and more HP, basically. So, I mean, it's still easy if you have loads of people in there, but yeah. Just you'll probably spend a lot more time, maybe, trying to get a boss. Friday. I've got an event on Friday. What time is it now? I mean, I should be back, technically. Yeah, I should be back home. Actually, crap, not that you say that. I need to take the day off work. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I should be back, I think. Just, are you on the Discord? Just ping me on the Discord if you're on there. And then, I can jump in. Bro, what did I think I was doing? Yeah, honestly, I deserve to die. I had a brain fart moment. Discords. How am I doing? I'm doing good. Saitosen, hope you're doing well as well. Discord. Actually, if you send a heart me, you might get a link to it, but I can put it on the screen. But the heart me will probably give you quicker access to it. Let me see. Game info. Well, I assume that's where it is. I could be wrong. So there's like a community link or something on the Heart Me menu. So that's the link to the Discord. Let me know when you've screenshotted it so I can turn it off. Because I think TikTok doesn't like when it's posted altogether. I wonder if they're still giving out Discord server tags. I know there was like a limit for it as well. Well, there used to be. I think you would have to have like 5, maybe 1,000 people on the server to get like a dedicated Discord tag. I'm not sure if that's still a thing. I need to look into it. And again, you know what? Just end it. Actually, no. Yep. Okay. Well then. 10:53. No, no worries. There is a 48-hour cooldown on the Discord. And once that passes, you should get all the roles and access to the channels. So that should give you time before Friday, basically. And then just ping me on Friday. I should be online, hopefully. Okay. Wow. Wow. I know, I know. I mean, to be fair, I have been kind of distracted, right? Like, if I wasn't streaming, maybe he'll be dead already. If I was just sitting by myself in the dark. Oh, shit. Should we ban the word marry in chat? Actually, technically that isn't even marry. That's marry. Marry me. Marry me? I'm pretty sure that means something. Okay, I'm locked in. I am. Hi, Lens. Or Les. Hi. Marry me. I think you can get some cups of some wine to get merry. Cause how else do you get merry? Tips on how to get merry. Anyone? Oh, actually, you might need to wait a couple of months as well. You know. Hi, Thomas. Why are you lying? Oh, sh! Why did I think that would kill me? Why did I think I would die from that? Like, I'm trying to send the bloody thing back! Oh my god. Ah. Days? I mean, I only really started fighting him on Sunday. I think I streamed like 4 hours on Sunday. And I've been live for 1 hour. 1 hour, 10 minutes now. So about 5-6 hours ish. How many ever runs you can fit into 5 hours, I guess, or pulls. Damn. Help from London. I mean, technically that would be correct. Help. No help from London. Oh, come on. I'm very good man. You mean good man? Everyone thinks they're a good man. I think I'm a good man. So what am I doing here exactly? I'm chatting. And what would you like to talk about? Ask me anything. And also playing games. If you want to see the gameplay, it is right there. Oh shoot, that's the wrong link. Oh crap, I've got Discord now. We're playing Bloodborne. And that's the link to the Bloodborne. Am I a good man? Yeah, I think I am. I'm a good person. Getting bored by the game? Not really. He's keeping me entertained, cause. I thought I would miss again. That would have pissed me off. I am a woman. I am a woman. Because I said I was a good man. Oh wow, you know my name, Les. Wow. You're doing your research. Maybe you do love me. Hi, wake up. Hello. Definitely no help from London. Oh. Oh, come on. I hate this place. It's like the round table. I'm always getting lost. Okay. Let's do this. I hate that attack. Hi, Cyber. Fuck. Jeez. So why Noobtoons? Because I create loads of new characters that are tunes. Buy the mic. Why would I do that? Red caring. Why would I do that? Oh god. Okay. Oh god, I didn't think we would still be here 40 pulls in, but you know. Here we are. Hopefully we don't need that last stack of body paper. We had some really good pulls at the start though, so I just need to focus really. Oh. I do have lighting. Oh shoot, I looked away. Okay, that was hesitation. Hi, Diamond. Fucking hell, girl. That lightning is worse than the tree sentinel outside of the capital. Oh, not again, not again, not again. It's worse than the tree sentinel. I didn't think that was even possible. You remember the tree sentinel just outside the capital with a red lightning? Hi, Yoyuba, how's it going? I am also trying to believe, but it's not looking good, you know? How do you even dodge lightning? I don't know. It's very erratic. I don't think there's like a pattern. It just kind of goes off everywhere, from the looks of it at least. I don't even think I've had a drink today. What am I doing? There's spaces in between, but then somehow they always start just right underneath me. Why do they always start right underneath me though? Huh? Random, I deal with angry residents of the UK on a daily basis. By far, you're the calmest I've. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Is that work related, or why do you have to deal with angry UK people? That's so random. Why are they so mad? Actually, I think it's the weather. It's been raining all week. Everyone's upset. And then there's the US, and they're getting like snowed in, and nobody's going to work. You get what I mean? I would be mad too if I had to go to work. Am I single? Why do people care so much? Oh my god. Does it matter if I'm single or not? It literally makes no difference. You get what I mean? It makes no difference, but at least for stream. Ah! Are you done having a tantrum? No, he's not done. Hi, Young. How's it going? Thank you, Jules, for the share on TikTok. I appreciate it. God, I hate that attack. Should put you back inside the wall, you piece of crap. Oh shoot, I'm gonna break this controller. I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna break it. I keep slamming it on the desk again. Can you see when people share your stuff on TikTok? You can see when... What do you mean? You mean like copy the link or repost? Repost, it shows you like a banner on top of the link to say I've reposted. Or this person reposted. I don't know if that's what you mean. Didn't you thank someone for a share? Oh, right, no, the live stream, yeah. Can I show you? Can you see this? Is that even the right thing? Let me see. Oh, it's clipped. Reset window. Transform. Reset. So you see that it says George shared the live. So yeah, it's just because people was trying to support, it will show you just so you can thank them. If that makes sense. Well, if somebody joins as well, it shows. But yeah. It's just so you can thank them. Oh, I mean, yeah, it's just, you need to thank people. It's like the gifts, isn't it? Like, there are more than multiple ways to support someone. The likes also shows up, but it's kind of, I don't know why sometimes it shows up and sometimes it doesn't for the likes. I think it's if multiple people are doing it, it doesn't show, or if it's somebody that's, you know, consistent in the stream, it will show it just so you know, okay, this person is doing this. But I don't think it shows it all the time. I'm not sure why it shows it or when it does, but it does show it like from time to time. The join info, I don't want to know. I don't really care. The likes and the shares, I want to know. Every time that attack. Bro! It's okay. It's okay. Hi Mike, how's it going? Welcome in. Yeah, I would say most things it does. Follows as well. That being said, I don't get any audio notifications for anything at all. Audio notifications. What else? Yeah, I don't. Do I have it turned off or something? Because I didn't hear anything. Like, I actually don't hear anything, which is bad because the only time I realize that somebody has sent something is if I actually look up and I see it. Because you wanna be able to at least, you know, mention those because those are people putting money into the streams. I mean, it's on. It says it's on. Ah, no sound. That's it. I don't want something annoying, please. What is that? Is that for follows? I don't want for follows. Yeah, I don't want anything for follows. Because sometimes it does get quite noisy. It's proper doorbell, yeah. So this one is coins. Well, I don't hear anything. Superfan, I don't hear. Oh, right, Superfan is... Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Hello? Oh, do I not have it anymore? Do I not have sounds? I didn't have any sounds, sorry. Doorbell it is then. Okay, that's nice. Oh, that sounds like a Twitch sound, no? I swear that's a Twitch sound. Okay, so we do have some alerts now, it's fine. Yeah, I don't know why some of them play and some of them don't. Oh, it's all good. Tuki, thank you so much. You've had a good start to the week. Honestly, like it's changed so much in the last month, like you wouldn't imagine. Like I'm constantly trying to find things because they're not where they used to be. Having you like a
Lurking,
podcast.
having you like a podcast.
Thank you. I hope my voice is soothing enough. Yeah, especially for... Why are you screen recording? Did I say something? Weapon at risk. That's not good. Oh, thank you. That's very kind. There was a time I couldn't listen to my own voice, by the way. Like, I actually hated it. Like, making clips drove me insane. Like, the only time I would listen to it, because I would mute it the entire time I was editing, and I would only listen to it if I needed to, like, clip things out. And I hated it so much. And I was just like, whatever. Like, I've just kind of accepted it for what it is now. Because I don't usually edit on my phone anymore, or on my PC, so I can't just have that luxury of, like, muting when I don't want to hear it. So I mostly just edit on my phone now. I know. Sometimes he's chill when he just sticks to like his regular, you know, attacks, but that being said, I'm also not like super focused as well, so I should probably focus a bit more. Casper on my Law and Order channel. Oh gosh, there's still something in my eye. What the hell? That random pause after that repost is crazy. Oh, come on. I had that. I had that. Hi, Elia. How's it going? Oh, shoot. I hesitated. Oh! Regret. What's in my eye? It hurts. Oh, no worries, Talia. No, how's it going? I downloaded Law and Order sound effect for my podcast. I see. Wait, what is Law and Order sound again? Dun 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 dun. Bow 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 bow. Is that it? Why is it so serious though? I guess Law and Order. Am I Scottish? No. Hi, Ghost. Hi, Samuel. Talk about it. It's good that it desensitizes you to yourself. Yeah, honestly, I thought it was just me. I just can't stand my voice, honestly. Actually, I think it was worse on my previous mic as well because I just sound whiny. Like, this mic actually makes me want to hear my own voice to an extent. Dun 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 dun. DJ, thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate it. Yes. Don't ask me why I know this. I didn't even watch Law and Order. I feel like the tune is kind of like... it stands out. And it's so old as well. Really? Like, there's certain people that I want to listen to all the time. Like, very masculine voice with loads of bass. Is it bass? I feel like I'm mispronouncing that. Is it bass? Like, really deep? That's what I want to listen to, personally. Oh, thank you, Narek. I appreciate that. That's very kind. Really? Oh my gosh. I can't sing though, sadly. Oh, yeah. I wish I could, but I can't. Is the name of the Discord the Noob Troop? Yes, 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 yes. Yes, it is. It should have a picture of my Final Fantasy XIV character on there. I don't think so, no. I think there's like a setting that you can turn up on the mic that makes it sound like really, really deep. Like, it doesn't sound, even if when I turn it on mine, it doesn't sound good. Not with my voice. I'm trying to think of like a podcast that I really like that has that kind of setup. Where it's not necessarily like a man talking. I want to say, well, the only thing I can think of now, I want to say Breakfast Club. And the girl with the short hair, what's her name? Is it Jessie? Is her name Jessie? I don't know if you know who I'm talking about. Channel 4.0. Who? I don't know that channel. I think her name is Jessie. I could be wrong though. God, what is going on? Why are you coming up to me though? What? Can you just chill? What the hell? You know what? Fuck this game. What the hell? Already? We've been here for like 2 days now. Channel Rose by Bella Rose and her squads. Nella Rose or Bella Rose? Is it Bella or Nella? Joss is like, no, you don't. Right, right. Is that a podcast though? I think I might have seen some clips of like a courtroom, but I'm not entirely sure what it's about. It looks like a comedy thing. Bro, what is in my eye? Ugh. Should probably stop scratching it so hard. Something in my eye. Ugh. Twigs? Who's Twigs? Eh? You mean FKA Twigs? FKA Twigs? I love her. Oh my gosh. Adore FKA Twigs. And I love her Gap as well. Like, I used to have a Gap, basically. Is it Gap? I think she's got a Gap, no? I love it. Hi, Softs. How's it going? Every time. Oh, she got Grammy. Nice. I honestly don't know nothing about the awards, but good for her. I just always assume like any famous person has already got like, you know, all of those things. LP1, same. I think my favorite song of hers is Pacify. And I love her music videos as well. Like, I can't explain it, but I just love her music videos. I can't sing. I think Pacify is my favorite ones. I'm still stuck on Capri songs. Ooh, I don't think I knew that one. There's another album. Honestly, I didn't even know she was still making music. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like anything that's not TikTok trending, I have no idea. Thank you, Soft. I appreciate it. Like, if it's not TikTok trending, I don't know it. Basically. There was a time I would literally wait on like album releases and be up by my PC all night just waiting for the albums to drop. Those were the good old days. Really? Oh my gosh. I know. I'm living on the rock. I hate it. Blame TikTok. Or I don't know, or maybe it's Spotify. Maybe Spotify is the issue. Maybe. Because I remember paying for albums on Apple Music, like full albums as well. Dude, come on. My ball paper's about to run out. Come on. Good night, like. Hi, Basil. How's it going? Ah, crap. How is it already 11:30? Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, Anonymous. I'm playing a game and I just got my ass whooped. So I'm tilted, basically. I'm very pissed. We're playing Bloodborne, but yeah, I'm sorry. I'm okay. I saved all of my blood vials. I like the positive thinking. Come on, come on. Oh shoot! I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. Too slow. Thank you for the follow. God, I hate that attack. Where am I right now? Where the heck am I standing? Oh, right, okay. Agreed. I should have just let that go. I should have let it go. I should have let it go. I deleted the guy's message. Good, thank you. How about you? I'm doing okay, thanks. What guy? Can I pronounce your name? Aniru? Oh. Yeah. So it depends on how close I am when I get hit, like after the parry. So that attack specifically like sends me all the way back. So by the time I roll up and get to him, he's already standing. We've got him to like 10-15% like on Sunday. We did. We had a really good face suit, but he was all over the place. All over the place. I swear, I'm sick of you. Honestly, what the hell? He was literally right there. I'm starting to lose hope, I'm not gonna lie. I know, I'm sorry, Steve. I need to go to sleep too. I need sleep. Honestly, I didn't think we'd still be here. Because I think on the second pull, we had him like, what, 20-30% on the second pull today. And I don't think I've got him that low since. Maybe I'm just not focused. I don't know. I have days like that, I guess. Boat. Oh, thank you, Naraka. I appreciate
Never
it.
lose hope, girl. Smiley face.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh shoot, sorry. Refresh. No, it's fine, honestly. What do you do on your channel? I play games. My name is Joe. My pronouns are they, theirs. Nice. Hi, Joe. Nice to meet you. I just play games for the most part. I want to do other things, but I'm not brave enough, you know? I do want to do other things. I wish I could do travel vlogs, but I can't. Because I'm not brave enough. Hi, Maha. How's it going? Too slow. Is the stream laggy on TikTok? Oh, come on! And another one. Are you done? Oh shoot. I thought that was something else. Crap. I'm dead. Oh, lucky. It is. That was lucky. I don't know why I didn't get hit there. I should have. 15 blood vials left. Wow. Wow. How? Oh yeah, I can see it's really, really bad. I mean, there was an update just before I went live as well, so maybe they broke something again. I don't know why it's so laggy. I don't know. I could restart it, but I don't think that would fix it. I'm gonna restart TikTok, sorry. Yeah, I'm looking at it on my phone as well, and I'm seeing like it's kind of pixelated. Not sure why. Hi, MK. Okay. What makes your stream special? It's not special. It's just a stream. I'm not doing anything special. You want me to break my back? For what? For what, please? Ah! I don't know. Like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I mean, there was a time, okay? Like, if you were here, like... that was a really bad pull. If you were here, like, maybe 3 years ago, like, I was doing all sorts. Like, I used to do, like, wheels. I would spin a wheel every stream, and I would go into a cosplay. I had, like, 5 cosplays on that wheel. And depending on where that wheel landed, I would do a cosplay of that, whatever that is. Like, I was so exhausted, honestly. Like, it was good. There was people gifting, but for what? My sanity was in the pits of hell. Like, I had to just... I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't keep it up. Even though I wanted to. I got tired of it so quickly. There was a time I had, like, goals for TikTok dances. There was a time I had goals for yoga poses. Like, I've done it all. It's just I can't do it anymore. It gets to a point where all of these gimmicks just, you know, just not it anymore. You know? Like once in a while I might do something, right? Like, oh, oh come on. What am I doing? I'm not even focused today, honestly. I didn't even get the echoes before I did that. Like this game, I did like a sub goal to get this game, to get to play this game. We never hit it, but I ended up playing it anyway. Just building the wrong expected. True. I wish I didn't even dabble in that because I didn't realize how hard it would be for me to fully commit to it. Like if I was doing this full time, right? And I was like a regular 9 to 5, like just streaming, maybe, but I would finish work and still like cosplay every night. And that was crazy. That was insane. With the makeup and everything, by the way. Why don't you draw? I don't have any talent, unfortunately. I hate to admit, but I don't. Let's talk about the Epstein files. Nah, I'm okay, thanks. YouTube, what is that? What is a chamak? I'm not American, so I do care, but I'm not American, so I don't think it's a topic that is in my realm of expertise. These things have an audience, but I can't imagine how tiring it is. Yeah. Like I almost did like a, what's it called? Swimming pool stream? Well, hot tub stream. I almost did that as well. But I was gonna meme. I wasn't gonna actually get in a hot tub. I was just going to buy like an inflatable like rubber thing, pour water in it, and dress up as a banana. I think that was the goal at the time, but yeah, it just never happened. I don't know who that is. Is that Gash? Yeah, exactly, Alex. Well, you were here, weren't you, when I was doing the cosplays? No, you weren't. Oh wow, was it that far back? I used to have a wheel, like we would spin the wheel, like every 5 gifted goals or something. We would spin a whole wheel. Man, this stream has been through cycles, it's crazy. Like we had a whole wheel, like a very colorful umbrella looking wheel as well. I'm pretty sure Jods was here. I don't know if Jods is busy at the moment. I'm sure Talion was here. Dark Souls 3. Yeah, I think it was before Dark Souls, actually. Dude, killer piercings. Thank you. Thank you. That being said, I do want to take out my piercings. But I'm also scared I might look boring. Do you get what I mean? But I do want to take them out. You know, it gets to a point. It really does. I do want to take them out. But I'm too scared to look at my face without them. Oh, right, George. Better now. I had a pretty shitty start to the day, but much better now. It's not like I don't like them. It's just like, I don't even think I know what I look like without them. Do you get what I mean? Like, they're so part of like my face now. Like, I don't even know I'm wearing them, right? Until somebody points them out to me. Like, I don't know I'm wearing it. Oh, come on. And I don't like that. I hate when he runs up to me and does that attack. I hate it. Too slow. Hi, Abby. That attack is BS. Absolute BS. Oh, that was lucky. I think I only got away with that because he was really far away when he started it. I'm Nigerian. I like how I have an eyebrow pressing and I always forget it's really normal to have. It's not normal, right? Um, there was a piercing that I saw recently that I thought was really, really strange. This girl had a piercing like on her eyelid, like where the lashes are coming out of, and on the other side was. I was just like, what? Surely that's not sanitary, right? Like, it was so uncomfortable, I couldn't even watch the entire video. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's metal and it's rubbing against your eyeball. Surely it's rubbing against your eyeball. So strange. Kings and Queens is really nice. Yeah, I agree. It's really funny. Used to watch that as well. They said Valentine's Day. Ooh, spicy. Hi, Titan. Come on! Come on! I thought I was gonna miss again. Oh my god. How did he fling me forwards? How? How? How did that fling me forward? You see this game, yeah? It's okay. Right? Yeah. There's no in between. Madness. Thank you, Toad. Is that Toad? Toll. Thank you, Denzel, for the likes. Oh, come on! He's gonna glitch into the wall again. I was kind of hoping it would glitch again. I know, somebody suggested it on Sunday, and honestly, best tip I've ever gotten. Somebody suggested it on Sunday. I was like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. It was great. Honestly, I feel like I've been consistently getting to Phase 2 just because of that one singular suggestion. Again? Does it look like I'm having fun? Why would you want to do this again? Does this look fun to you, Philip? How did I make your day? How did I manage that? I haven't done anything. Bruh. I need a break. I swear if I miss that attack again, I'm going to fucking scream. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't think I would have got into Phase 2 if I wasn't parrying. Like, he's all over the place. I can barely touch him. Like, I can't even get close to him. Well, except he does the jump attack. That's the only time where he's like proper exposed to me and I can take advantage of him. I can post the link in a sec to the gameplay. Or you can find it on my page. Misclick. I wasn't gonna do that. I was gonna repost, but I pressed the wrong button. Girl. Thomas and his friends' theme song is playing in your head ever since I watched Paddington Train pass by. Can I have your YouTube channel URL so I can go on the live TikTok? Need proof so I can get access. Wait, what? What does that mean? What do you mean? Next try. I don't know. Honestly, I've lost hope for tonight. I'm not gonna lie. Is this ASMR or no? Is it giving ASMR? Because it shouldn't. No gaslighting. No gaslighting. Hi, John. One. Sorry, is that one? One Alberto. Hi, Lucy. Is he dying tonight? I don't know. It's not looking likely. I'm not gonna lie. Bro, what the hell? I think I'm spinning around a bit too much and I keep missing that attack. I just need to stand still, basically. The fact that I keep missing that now, it doesn't make any sense to me. really doesn't make any sense to me. Rush? Do you see me rushing? I'm barely even near the guy. This is the opposite of rushing. Thank you, anime. I appreciate the sub.
You got this.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you're doing good. See, I just have to stand still, basically. I don't even need to move for that attack. But I keep doing this random spin around move, and I keep missing. Oh! I keep missing it. Ooh, I thought I wouldn't get that, actually. I've run out of boy paper. Jump, jump, jump. Please jump. Oh, come on. Thank you. Thank you, anime. Hope you're doing good. I appreciate the 17 months. Hi, Sammy. Thank you. I hear train man pulling his horn. How much time to say traffic if anybody on main track? Wait, what? Thank you, Mark, for the heart me. I appreciate it. Are we having fun? We're having fun? Speak for yourself, Philip. This is torture. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for another 30 minutes. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Mark. Relaxing? Damn. Is it the screams, Naruka? Is that what you find relaxing? It's the screams, isn't it? Hmm. It's okay, I don't judge. People like what they like. Good night, Philip. Thank you. Put him to sleep. I'm not his mom. I've run out of Honto's thingy, haven't I? Yeah. Oh, thank you. Didn't even know I was set in a mood. Make him snooze forever. Good night, Philip. Let's buy Hunter's Mark. $10. Yes, Bloodborne. I don't. If I had the energy, Naruka, I would. But I don't. I don't. I've been staring at PC screens for like 8 hours. The last thing I want to come here and do is scream for another 4 hours. Do you get me? And also, I've got neighbors. Right? And I'm trying to be considerate. But yeah, I don't have the energy. Or the... Oh, there we go. Sounds. We hear sounds now. Money sounds. Thank you, Jasmine, for the summer sun. I guess it depends on the person. Actually, no. I don't watch streams like that, honestly. Like, if you're playing a scary... money sounds, yeah. If you're playing a scary stream, makes sense. But if you're just, like, hyped for no reason, then, yeah, that's a bit strange. Oh, I'm playing a video game, yes. I'm playing Bloodborne at the moment. Yeah. Like, I'm thinking of people that I actually watch, and I don't think any of them scream. And I just watch, like, shit content anyway. Like, I wish I was watching something meaningful. Like gaming. Hi, Ghost. There's some really interesting characters on UK TikTok lives. That's all I'm gonna say. If you know, you know. Okay? If you know, you know. So. What do you mean? Oh right, yeah, Dota 2. I am a different person when I play Dota 2. Let's not even go there. Depend yelling in a funny way is okay, but there are streamers that are based there. Yeah, I know. I can't do it. Like sometimes I do have like energy more times than others, but those days are rare. Those days are very rare. And I feel like it's triggered by chat anyway. Like I would probably be reacting to something someone said in chat rather than the energy coming from dips within my soul. It'd probably be from reacting to something. Where are you right now to get those echoes? Oh, so once you kill this thingy, I hope I can get access to it. Let me see. So there's a boss called BSB, Blood Starved Beast. It's pretty early game, I would say. Once you beat that boss, she gives you like a cup, a chalice, and the chalice is used to activate that headstone, and that headstone has like a community version or a community instance that people can go into with a password. That's Crow. BSB. Oh, it's Granddad. Bro, damn! The Haunter's Dream has been burning for so long, you know. Like, how long ago was BSB? I still been playing this game forever, you know. Like, if what? Oh, I didn't take a photo of BSB. Damn. Yeah, this. No, that's Electric Dog. Where's BSB? Yeah, this thing. I know, right? We've been playing it for so long. So, does it say at the top? I can show you when we go back outside. But I don't know what it's called. P something? Is it? What's the name of the dungeon? Anyone know? People keep saying CUM dungeon, but I don't think that's the actual name. That's just the name of the password. Yeah, I can't pronounce that word. PH2TUMERU. I'm trying to copy paste. Yeah. Oh, wrong chat. This one. Can you see that? I can't pronounce it. Ignore the H. Tumeru dungeon. Can you make jollof? Yo, do you know what? I have been trying to make jollof for so long. I keep buying the ingredients and it keeps going bad in my fridge because I'm lazy. And I never make the jollof. I make it in my mind, right? But I can't. But I do want to try. I do. But I'm lazy. I'm so sorry. I would rather just make noodles, honestly. Like I keep buying the ingredient. Like every time I order groceries, I order stuff with jollof, but I never make it, and it just goes bad. But yeah, I mean, if I had a reason to make it, like if I wanted to make it for someone, right, I probably would like commit to it. But yeah, if it's just me, honestly, I can't be bothered. Like. Did you just be often? No, not yet. But soon. Soon. My faith has been restored. We the best. DJ Khaled. Sure. But yeah, one day I will learn to make jollof. I've seen some really nice recipes on TikTok actually that I want to try. There was a woman that literally made it in an oven. Like she didn't cook it at all. She just put it in the freaking oven, and it was good. Apparently. Thank you so much, Naruka. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you for hanging. Thank you. I am Nigerian. Are you doing dungeon? No. I'm making money. Yeah. I'm making money moves. See? Echoes. But I don't think I want to platinum this game. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm cheating on Final Fantasy 14 at the moment because I haven't played it in a while, and I'm so behind on the story as well. So I need to jump back on 14 ASAP as soon as I'm done with this. Is this that dungeon? Why does everybody treat this dungeon like it's some secret? What's going on? And somebody just willingly told me about it as well. I mean, to be fair, I was struggling and complaining the entire time, so. Why would she do that? Why would I do what? Who is she? It's a bit of a pain, especially the... I see. Yeah, I've never done the dungeon before. I've never gone past that door. I've actually never gone past that door. Makes you clap. Really? Does it? Does it? I didn't know that actually. I mean, people have been saying CUM the entire time. I didn't realize it was getting flagged. Yeah. Noise. That was a chunky stat. I just bought Bloodborne a few days ago. I'm at the very end. So if you want to avoid spoilers, you should look away right now. I'm at the very end. I'm actually on the last boss at the moment. Right, it's this one. So there's two glowing ones. It's this one. The one that I went into. So you place the chalice and you see the chalice glyph thing? That's the password. The farming for honestly, I don't think I would have made it this far, Alex, if it was, you know, if I didn't have that dungeon. I wouldn't have made it this far yet. Oh, you can see it on TikTok. I was actually responding to someone on TikTok because they were asking what dungeon I was in. Ah, no, you're good. It's fine. Yeah. I feel like TikTok can definitely see a lot more of the game, to be fair. Like a lot more of the game and a lot more of me. Depending on what you're into, I guess. I think you might get access to like zooming as well. I don't know if you can zoom on Twitch. I could be wrong, but I have no idea. Oh, no worries, Condition. Good luck. I hope you enjoy the game. Okay. We've got 20 minutes. I am... I didn't think that last swing would hit me. Today my girlfriend cheated on me. What should I do? Pack your things and go. Leave. They clearly don't respect you. Find a new one. No, don't just run into another relationship. What kind of advice is that? Don't just run into another relationship. Take time off, reflect, heal. You know? And then when you're fully healed, find someone. Don't just jump into another one, okay? Don't be that person. Did you ever go down into the well and defeat the shark creature? No. Thank you for the heart, Monty. I appreciate it. Oh my god, I took 1 second to scratch my face. I did attempt the sharks, but they were a nightmare, so I gave up. Bro, I can't even get close to him. Oh my god, what the heck is that? You lit up the entire chat, Max. What the heck are drums? Thank you for the drums. Sorry. I'm a true hunter now. Yes, I am. I've always been. Thank you, Jackson. Thanks again, Max Ultra. I appreciate that. That was very shiny. The entire thing literally turned blue as well. Hi, Contru. That was a good pull, kinda. Right. The person who was in infidelity. What does that mean? Okay. Am I happy with my life? To an extent, yes. I do have some good things going for me. I would ever... No way I would ever leave a committed relationship. If I say that, I'll be there for you. Wait, what? Then that's it. Or even if they cheated, damn. You're brave. Taking one for the team? I love that. You're a very strong person. Not the betrayal. Ugh! What? Where did the jump come from? Where did the jump come from? Where did the jump come from? Too easy. That was lucky. Wow. Wow. Too soon. Did you see that again? He was standing on the wall. Come on, one more repost. Oh shit! There's something in my mouth. It's like a giant hairball in my mouth. Oh, come on. Fuck. It's like a long history. That was so annoying. Okay. Krishna, you're out. What are you, 5? What do I do for a living? Oh my god, what is that? That's so cute. Thank you for the drums. I actually saw that properly now. Oh my gosh. 1,000 coins. That's very generous. Thank you so much. I look stupid. Get a life, ho. Damn. I didn't do anything, by the way. No, you calling me a hoe? Damn. Unprovoked, by the way. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say to that. English only. I don't speak whatever that language is. Thank you for the follow. Okay. Yeah, maybe they're the one that cheated. Maybe that's the girlfriend that cheated? And apparently I'm the hoe. Take a good look in the mirror, babes. I'm Nigerian. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. I'm not gonna have any balls left by the time we get to phase 2. Like, can you do something I can actually parry, please? Of course, I didn't even see that coming. Ooh, that was lucky. Thank you, Stardust. Enjoy the rest of your night. Ooh. Oh, I misread that attack. Oh. Come on, come on. Oh, nice! Enjoy Pokemon Convention. I'm going to the museum in a couple of days actually, for the Pokemon event, or the National History Museum. God damn it! George. I appreciate it. I know, it was so hard to get tickets for those. I got mine like November last year. Like if you don't get tickets, that's it. If you didn't get it in November, you don't get it. I got mine last year. But yeah, I'm glad I get to go at least. Because they're completely sold out. Yeah, there's like a collab with Pokemon and the National History Museum in London, so yeah. I think there's a pop-up there or something. But they've got like Pokemon displays and things. It's coming up next month. Nice. Thank you, George. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I did turn on alerts for YouTube, but I don't see anything. Did anything go off? You liked Maria? No, she was mid. Oops. Wait, what? Oh wait, I'm not in the... She should not scare me for a second. Yeah, there was another pop-up that they did, where was that? I think in Westfield, last year. And because it happened when I was on holiday for the most part, so I couldn't really go to that one. So I'm glad I'm going to go to this one. I mean, it wasn't like a difficult fight, basically. Like, it wasn't as challenging as I expected it to be because people were like, oh, she's really difficult. Where are we going, Pete? Where are we taking off to? Nice, good luck, Stardust. Enjoy. Do I even know any Pokemons? I think I know like 2. Sorry, my brain is, you know, being used for something way more important, you know, like IRL stuff. I'm not wasting storage space on Pokemon names. Do you get what I mean? No, actually, I want to say something, but I don't know if I should say it yet. I'm so excited. I'm doing something in March that I've been wanting to do for so long. That was personal, I know. I think he didn't like the Pokemon comment. I think he's a huge fan of Pokemon. Oh, thank you, Selwyn. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's kind of Pokemon related. And I've mentioned it before on the Discord, so if you're paying attention to what I said about Pokemon on the Discord, you probably know what I'm doing. Yeah, Agent. But I'm also kind of concerned because who's talking bad about Pokemon's me. I said what I said. Too late. Christian, you can talk too as long as you're not talking shit. Do you get what I mean? You're free to talk. Did you set this? No, it's just I've got him by with just 60 and I don't see a need to level past 60. Do you get what I mean? It's not really like a cap that I've set for myself. The last time I leveled was at AB. Because she was a pain and I kept running out of stamina. Actually, honestly, I could have gone by without leveling my stamina at EB. I think it was because I was being super greedy with my charged attacks. And I kept running out and getting killed, so I was just like, yeah, I might as well just top that up a bit. Agreed. Hi, 45. God, like, why are you sneaking up to me? Are you gonna charge or not? I really don't think we can do this tonight. I really don't think you can. I don't know. Oh. What did I spend it on? I buy what's it called? Blood vials and bullets and Snoop. Do I look like Snoop Dogg? Damn. You think I look like Snoop Dogg? Or that's just the only black person you know? That's sad. Hi Calamity, how's it going? What is that? That's so cute. A red dancing monkey. Oh, thank you, 45. That's very kind. My health is pretty. Yes, it is. My health is pretty. I am pretty healthy. Hi, Handle. Oh, shoot. You kissed my heart. Yuck. You're tired of— oh no! And I'm tired of being bullied. Why would you do that, Silent? What crime have I committed? Did you see that again? He almost glitched again. He almost glitched again. That was scary. I know. Have you still got the clip, Alex? Oh, see you live. Have you still got the clip? It happened before as well, but that was way worse than this. Yeah, thank you. Here we go. So bad, Calamity. So bad. So bad. So bad. Like, and also the target lock on the boss goes away as soon as he jumps like 10 feet into the sky. Like, I can't keep track of him anymore. Yeah. We've gone way closer than that before. Like, if I have a really decent phase 1, like, we'll get really close to killing him, but as soon as he starts to jump around, it's GG's basically. Being this beautiful is illegal, bruh. Thank you, AZ. I appreciate it. I know. Literally one-shots me as well, yeah. Like, if I keep getting killed by that, then that would be a reason for me to level, basically. Yeah, I hate that as well. Yo, that was lucky. That was mad lucky. I never get that attack because he's always like slightly bent over. No, come on, come on. Come on, that was BS. I'm playing a game. Why did you why did I transition? When did I transition? Transition from what? Hmm? Transition from what? Huh? Transition from what? I have to keep going till 1 now. I don't have a meeting in the morning. I usually do on Wednesdays. Hi, Chatter. But not tomorrow or today. Hard stop at 1. Excuse me. Oof. What the hell? The poke curse. What does that mean? The Pokemon, right? Pokemon curse. Nah, I was doing really good that run. We usually don't often get to phase 2. Yeah. We haven't in a while, at least. Am I in the UK? Yes. So you go in until 3? No. Definitely at 1. Are you in the UK as well? What are you doing up? It's so late. You have a question. What is your question? Hi, Ian. We just need one good phase 2, honestly. Or very lucky pull. Too slow. Too slow. Can you do an American accent? No, unfortunately not. And also there are so many accents as well. Do you play any mobile games? No, I don't. I have seen some that I could play, but I never commit to downloading them. There's this one where you have to shoot polar bears and harvest their meat. This is kind of grim. And you sell it to people. Sounds like a fun game. I better go to specialized websites to help myself. Take care. Wait, what? What does that mean? Hi, handsome. How's it going? Woo! I'm chill. Oh, see what you're doing. Just wasting your spells. Ooh. Oh, is it on mobile? Interesting. I didn't even know it was on mobile. I didn't know it was on mobile. There's Call of Duty on mobile. So is it the same server that you play as PC players or PlayStation players? Is it cross-platform? Greed. Or is it just all mobile players? I feel like that's fair. Like making it cross-platform is probably unfair. Because keyboard and mouse and controller players probably have an advantage. And it's free. Is it cross-platform though? I would assume like people with more access or controls have better advantage. They're a different breed, not using points. That's what I mean. Like making it cross-platform with the mobile probably is a bit unfair. I would say. It's a completely different game and server. I see. That makes sense. Yeah, because oh shoot, I've run out of blood vials. I never thought the day would come, but here we are. Here we are. What are you two doing? Please stop. One of them keeps jumping up. What are you doing? Stop jumping around. Yeah, I'm really disappointed that we haven't done this today. Hi, Miles. Can you play on a phone or tablet? You can hook it up to your PC, but it's unusual. I mean, I could just download it on PlayStation if I really wanted to play it. I've got PlayStation. I'm doing okay. Kind of sad though that I haven't gotten this this boss. Smile? Give me a reason to smile then. Do you know what I mean? Oh shoot, did I run out of Hunter's Mark? I did. Yeah, hard stop at 1. I tried. You know? I wish we saw more for phase 2 though. At least that way I would be able to learn the attack patterns a bit more. Yeah. Yeah, if I saw more of phase 2, I think I would have gotten better at dodging those attacks. I haven't seen Stranger Things since like season 3. Just not been that interested, I guess. Because how many people are they gonna abduct, please? Um, can you stop jumping? Stop, please. You're literally shaking the entire building. I think 99 should be good, and then I can farm some more if I need to. Probably or just Adam. Who's Adam? Wait, did they keep adopting the Adam character? Is there an Adam? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know their names. All I know is 11. I don't know their names. Sorry. I'm more. Really? Is it just the story or just the characters in the game not the game, the series? Because I know they were poking fun at 11 with her new face, but are there other things that actually went wrong? People aren't happy with the story either. I didn't watch it, but everyone was saying it felt like it was written for people who have the show. I mean, to be fair, I've heard about a lot of series doing that. They're talking about making shows for people in the TikTok age because, yeah, yeah, interesting. That's crazy. They need to redo Bleach like that as well, so I can actually keep up with it. Because, do you know what I mean? Maybe I would eventually finish Bleach if it was like that. That's crazy. That's sad. Honestly, like I don't have the attention span at all. I really don't. That's why I don't even watch a lot of TV as well, because I would rather be glued to my phone. I know, bad habit, but it is what it is. Well, at least I'm not in the street corner selling stuff. Do you get what I mean? I would rather be on my phone. You know, can't have it all. Oh my god, come on. This attack is pissing me off now. You're lucky. What is going on? Not him changing his mind again. Stop doing that. Come on. Do you see what's happening right now? I'm not doing anything different. And I've missed every single one of those jump attacks. Agreed. I was just pissed that I didn't get the attack this entire time, you know? Come on, jump me one more time before phase 2. Come on, come on. Oh, man. Hi, Mario. He's always so far away. Always so far away. He's always so far away. Oh my god. What is it, Snow? Oh man. Why is she so silent? Because I was fighting for my life. If you want to see, if you want to see the gameplay, it's in that link. Maybe you should try to be friends with it. Say I don't want to hurt you, like in the movies, and give it a whole speech. You think that would work? Come on, come on, come on. Yo, my eyes are so dry. I think it might be my heater as well. Oh, why are you so active tonight? Oh my god. Hi, Maha. Stop. Stop, please. These dogs, man. Why do you put your pronouns on my profile? Because it's English? Wilson, I look like Wilson? I look like A. Wilson? I don't speak whatever that language is. Oh, wow, Ryan. Amazing. Very original. Am I trans? Do I need to be trans to have pronouns? Are you an educated baboon? Hmm? The chosen one? Do you know how English works? Okay. That was a good pull though, regardless. Well. No! Did I get it? I didn't. I didn't. I didn't. Hi, Monotone. How's it going? Where are my bunnies? Wait, what? What bunnies? Hi, Justin. What bunnies? What does that mean? That was a good... That was good too. Really? Was it? What bunnies? I'm confused. I keep misjudging that attack because as soon as I dodge, I dodge too far away. See, that's why I just stand there. But then somehow he's hitting me anyway. Oh, oh. I did not know that. Sorry. I didn't even know I could get messages from my watch as well. So where are the messages coming from? Is it Discord? Are you sending them on Discord? Where are the messages coming? Like, it doesn't show me where they're coming from. Is it Discord? Like, it's just showing the messages and I can see that it's you, but I don't know where you're sending them from. Greeds. Come on, jump me again. Jump me again, please. Please. Here we go. Lightning. It's from Discord, right? I've got the same eyes as the devil. Damn. A 66 evil? Really? Good night, Justin. What time is it for me? It's 12:54 at the moment. My lips are very dry. Oh my god. When you mix strawberries with hot chocolate. Ooh. Very nice. Can't click the link in the vertical feed. You should rather tell people to tap on your profile pic. Really? Oh yeah, I mean, isn't that the same as going to my profile? It's just you can't... I would have to... Am I Chinese? What? What part of this is given Chinese, please? Thank you. Thank you, devil. off the floor! Yo, the amount of damage that attack does makes no sense to me. Like, I might as well be staggered, you get what I mean? Great. Great. Thank you, 666. You got the same shirt. Nice. Nice. I've had it for like 4 years, I think. I rarely wear it, to be fair. Tapping the mic at the top directly leads to live tab. Really? Ah, that's good. I didn't know that. Thank you, Manuel. I'll remember that for next time. Yeah, I didn't know that, honestly. Hi, Snap? Sorry, hello. Oh my god. Yeah. Major overkill. I was dodging. It's like I was spamming like rolls. Like I was spamming dodge when he was up in the sky, but I still managed to get hit by that attack. Because there's no, what's the word? There's no timing. Like it's just random. Like when he drops down, it's random. There's no like delay where you can be like, okay, now I can roll. It feels completely random to me. Like if there was a pattern where it's like, okay, he's up for like 1 second and then when he comes down, I know to roll, but that's not the case at all. It also depends where you're standing as well. Like if you're standing like really far away, I think he comes down a bit faster. And if you're really close, he's up there for so long and you're just like, oh, where is he? Is he gonna come down? Or maybe he just feels that way, I don't know. Happy day to your elephant, Vladimir. Wait, what? Excuse you? Translate this for later. I don't know what that means. I don't think I want to. Did I say that was my last ball? Oops. I should go sleep, honestly. I'm so dehydrated as well. I need something to drink. God, I hate that attack. Hi Carla, how's it going? Oh, I thought he was too far away actually. Oh shoot, that was fast. Here we go. I didn't even see that coming. I didn't even see that coming. Like it came out of nowhere. How was I meant to dodge that? How was I meant to dodge that? It came out of nowhere. Like I couldn't tell you that was gonna get casted whatsoever. Really? Oh my gosh, Lucy. What did you do with your gun? The entire playthrough, or did you just not hold the gun? Hi Raymond, how's it going? Why would I do that? That's not very ladylike, is it, Joey? That's not very ladylike. Why would I do that on live? Plus, girls don't fart. You know? Thank you, Raymond. That's very sweet. Yeah, it was a good run. Yeah, I'm gonna use this stack of wallpaper and I'm gonna call it today. Wow. Honestly, I'm so lucky that I streamed because, again, I think I might have been the same. I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have known either. Because you don't know what you don't know, right? Cheats. Ooh. Thank you for the roses, Raymond. Don't drown. Your back is exposed. Thank you. Hi, Zay. Are you kidding me? It's okay. I literally dodged inside it as well. Thinking that would get me closer to him, but I don't know, I got clipped. But from full HP, that completely killed me. Yeah, this is my last run for tonight. I tried. Hi Liam, not bad. No, I'm busy. I'm trying to kill a baby. Why are you asking me for my opinion? I'm not American. Ooh, okay. Okay. A good pull. Oh god, I'm so close to the wall. time, man. Oh my, can you just stick to the script, bro? Like, yeah, if you click on my image, it takes you to the other live. I've got 2 lives going. Can you just do something like a parry? Well, when I see that one coming. That run was cursed. Like he... Yeah, happy Black History Month passed. Happy Black History Month. Thank you for the follow. Well, I think that's it for me for tonight. I really did... I really hoped we would be able to do it today, but clearly not. I was very hopeful and it looked really promising at the start of the stream as well, so I really thought it would happen, but you know. Anyways, I'll be back tomorrow hopefully. Hopefully we can get the kill then. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. Queen of the world. I don't know what you mean. Queen of what? Have you tried using... Yeah, I tried using fire paper. It's not as effective as bow paper. Not as effective. I did try, yeah. Actually, no, I think it was like 1 or 2 damage less, honestly, compared to bow paper. Like, there wasn't that much of a difference. I guess I could just substitute them. Like, when I run out of one, I can use the other one, maybe. Yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for hanging. I will see you tomorrow or later tonight. Don't mind the hate comment. Why am I getting upset? I'm not upset. I mean, kinda, because I didn't get my kill on Bloodborne, but it's okay. It's not that deep. The sticker on my mic is, says... Oh, is that what it says? Oh, you can see that? That's crazy. Queen of the Universe. Queen of the Universe, it says. Queen of the Universe. Sorry, I was just like, Queen of what? Like, what are you talking about? I completely forgot that was there. Queen of the Universe, apparently. I'm not even sure where I got that from. And it says good vibes as well. But anyway, thank you. Have a good rest of your day. Don't flash the stream, okay? Good night. Bye. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Lesbian. Yeah, definitely go face 1 down, for sure. Bye. Good night, YouTube.